Good morning. This is Adrienne over at Imprint Press. I thought I'd go through some of the kits I have in my KoFi. I've been trying to build it out. It really just opened up not too long ago. So I have the Digital Destash Tier, which these kits are all available in. I believe there's about 8 or 9 kits. And the first one is these family portraits, which I think are just incredible. These oval portraits of siblings. And as you can see, if you saw any of my shorts, I use them for these oval frames. This is from the Graphics Fairy. This one is one of my frames from my frames kits. And these are actually pretty much the exact size. So all I did was print it and cut it out and paste it in. Okay, more pictures of siblings. This little girl is just, I love this, where she sees her picture in the reflection of this beautiful ornate mirror. So also another Graphics Fairy frame. I took her and cut her out. It's kind of an odd shape. So I cut an arch on the top and I put a rubbing from the dollar store, a gold rubbing, across there to make up that negative space. So there are 5 sheets of these. You can size them down. I often print them 4 by 6 in a group, so it takes up half the page and they come out smaller. And you can use them in different projects. Look at this, the little doll. Just incredible photography from the mid 1800s, I would say early turn of the century. Look at this, a rooster and eggs. Kitten. Okay, so that's the first kit. The next kit is these celluloid buttons. I believe these are from they were made from the 20s and the 30s. So they all are pictures. What happens is the people would come to your house and you could choose the frame you wanted. You choose the frame and you supply the picture, and they put your picture in the button. These gorgeous, very ornate, beautiful colors. So I did one, and I wanted to change the picture. This one of the little boy, I had a photograph I wanted to use. So basically what I did was I printed one, and I cut out the picture, and then I used it as a template and traced around it so that I could fit it exactly in the frame. I also painted this frame with some Five Below paint, or it was actually dollar store paint. I thought it came out pretty. So there are 2 pages of these. Variety of people. I love this. Love old photography. He looks like American Gothic. Anyway, so the next one is these wallpaper strips. You know, I love wallpaper. I have plenty of wallpaper kits in my actual Etsy store. So you could use these as belly bands. You could use them as page ends of pages. You can also print them smaller for belly bands and pages. That's the other thing I like about them. Collage strips, use them as you may. There are 2 strips of those. This is just an example, but there are 2 strips. The next kit are these wallpaper journaling cards. There are 2 pages of these. I just love these borders. These block printed wallpapers, and they're all sectioned off, and you can print them on the back. You can print lines on the back, and you've got your cards. They can also make pretty little covers of tiny journals, however you would like it. Look at the detail in that. The detail. All right. And next, I have an Etsy kit that is French blue, and I was working on some little snippet rolls, and this was as far as I got. So oftentimes in my designs, I will offer things that I was working on that I'm not necessarily putting in my Etsy shop, or collections of things that I have, like different portfolios of artwork and digital things like that, because I have a ton of stuff and I need to share. So that's this. You can cut it in strips sideways. This way you can use each little square to make collages however you want to do it. And next, this actually goes with my soft hazel kit. These are more strips. So once again, you can print these sideways and they'll come out smaller. I actually like how big they are too. You can make bookmarks or tags, however you would like to use them. So there's 2 strips of that. Look at the color on these. The next one is a portfolio of African Americans in arts. These are not easy to come by, pictures of African Americans in artwork and such. So when I get them, I collect them. So I think these are beautiful. This looks like a Senior Sergeant type. This has to be from the 30s. Just beautiful. See, it's urban. See the urban setting behind them. rural setting. I think this is just beautiful. Just beautiful. It's gorgeous work. So those are 6 images, and that's in the KoFi Destash, Digital Destash membership. Next, I love old letters. I think they're beautiful, and this one has just the most incredible handwriting, swirly, and I love all the age and details. And you can, of course, cut this out just like that, and it's pretty much aged. You can also print lines on the back if you would like for hidden journaling, and it folds for your journal. And here is another. This is actually kind of a library card. The trustees of the Albany Library have admitted Abraham Yates to use the books of said library, subject to the bylaws and regulations of the said trustees. So this is like an early library card. So 793, that's how old it is. So I printed also the back of it, which they use as an envelope. You can see all the folds and the address right here. So I tried to size them as best I could so that you could print it on both sides. But, you know, you have to try to line it up as best you can. Might have to cut it out and, you know, put it together. But I don't know how your printer works, but there it is. And last but not least, this gorgeous marble book cover. I love this marbleized paper. They make such pretty book covers. This is actually printed on cardstock. And here is a sample of how it looks. I think it's gorgeous. Working on these basic junk journals. And I used, inside of it, I used some of my soft hazel. So basically, I just printed coffee stain on the back. I have a kit with my one of my signature kits that has coffee stain. So I printed that on the back. And I printed some text on some craft paper. This is one of the soft hazel pages here. This is some sketch paper that I printed on. You can draw on it or whatever you like on the other side. More soft hazel. I left some blank because I like to, you know, work the pages. You want room to work. Coffee stain paper. I actually bought this coffee stain paper off Amazon. It's actually pretty nice. More soft hazel. That's in my Etsy shop, the soft hazel. I didn't put it in my KoFi shop because I'm trying to keep my KoFi shop for things that are a little bit more distinct as far as portfolios and groups of things, and not really kits. Sometimes I put kits I haven't quite finished in there, or that I don't know that I'm gonna finish. I'll add them. Different color papers. More printing on sketchbook paper. Soft hazel. Actual real coffee stain paper. More soft hazel. This is sketchbook paper that I got from Five Below, which I love. And that's from soft hazel, and that's the center. So basically, we have the same thing on the other side. Very basic junk journal. Here, wait, let's see. You can see the other side. That's the other side of a soft hazel. I love how this turned out. And the envelopes for soft hazel are also very popular, which I'm sure I will use in here. Those are in my Etsy shop. So I think this is a very, very good start with neutral pages. She is adorable, is she not? Very, very pretty. I love to use photography in my journals, so there will always be photography. This is wallpaper, vintage wallpaper. So there you have it. Actually, these get staggered in there and it looks really nice. So that's what's in the shop in my Digital Destash. Feel free to take a look. I'll leave the links in the description box, and I think there's a short on them. If there's not a short, look at my community post because I often post what I'm working on in there. So thanks for sticking around to the end, and I hope to see you in our next video. Thanks for sticking to the end. I hope to see you in the next video.